Where to begin? I find nothing amusing or interesting or tolerable about this man. He's a disgrace to his country, his race, and what he laughingly describes as his profession. He is a convicted felon in the United States. He has been found guilty. He is out on bail. He will inevitably
do I just have to listen? Can I say something? You know, I like to defend myself.
And foolish Muslims.
And don't call us black Muslims, and I don't think you should call us foolish Muslims. This shows your unintelligence. I wouldn't call you a foolish Catholic, no matter how much I may disagree with you. I wouldn't call you...
Are you a foolish Catholic, David
I'm probably a foolish Jew.
I wouldn't call you... And if you wasn't so far away from me, you wouldn't be talking so bad. I just can't get over there to get you.
Coaching, style,
compassion, excellency,
knowledge.
This is Understanding with Carlos Cote. There's not a boxer or athlete, past or present, that has had more books written on them, movies and documentaries done on them than Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna recapitulate what I said because repetition drives the point home. There's not a boxer or athlete, past or present, that has had more books written on them, movies and documentaries done on them than Muhammad Ali.
Do you really believe you're the greatest, or is that just...
In this sport called boxing, I truly not believe, but I know I'm the greatest that's ever lived. Whenever I operate, as much as 2 billion people have watched my fights, which is half of the earth. No ball player in this country, no boxer in the world, no athlete today, no movie star can say that 2 billion people is watching me when I work, which is half of the planet Earth. So whenever Muhammad Ali goes into a ring and the bell says ding, at least half of the earth is conscious that he's fighting, and that's a lot of people, 1/2 of the earth.
Muhammad Ali was like, he gave me my bravado. You know, I'm like, when people see that, I'm like, I have total belief in myself.
You see, people don't realize before Michael Jackson, Ali was the most famous man on the planet.
I'm a bad nigga.
Oh, wow, this is fantastic.
Everybody like Muhammad Ali. Take a look, that picture shows, you know, how Japanese people like him.
The Queen of England, the President of the United States, the Pope, and Muhammad Ali walked down Fifth Avenue. A lot of people would say, who are those 3 people with Muhammad Ali?
I want to leave an image of one who made it as high as he can go in world fame, which I've now received as the most famous human on earth, the highest paid one individual in the world. And still, I might be and watch the night with the brothers out there now shooting dice. Oh, nigga, shoot a dog. Muhammad Ali is... Y'all know I must be dreaming. Why is it? They expect me to come out of Rolls Royce with a couple of blondes and brunettes. Well, champ, I'm a little busy. How nice seeing you fellas. They don't expect to see you, you know, like I carry myself. So the image that I want to leave is all the fame, all the money, all the prosperity. Still don't forget where you came from. Sure. And still don't look down on people. All the ball players watching this show, all the boxers, all the school teachers, all the lawyers, all the doctors, whether you be black or white or whatever your prestige may be, I don't care how big you are in Hollywood, I don't care what sport you play, it's going to be kind of difficult to be like me in fame.
When Muhammad Ali, there's only one thing in the whole universe bigger than him at one time, that was God. And they gave us a movie called Rocky, a little chubby white boy that wiped Ali out. One Rocky movie made more money than all of Ali fights. And if you go around the world and put Rocky and Ali and ask people in the world who's the champ, they'll say Rocky. If you go to Philadelphia tonight, the number one attraction in Philadelphia is not the Liberty Bell, it's the statue of Rocky, but there is no statue of Ali nowhere in the world. That's how they do it. That's how they do it.
Ali
was one of the greatest men of our time. And Ali stood for a principle. When he went to the draft, I'm coming. And they said, step forward. He said, no, I ain't coming into that. He said, them Viet Cong ain't never called me nigga.
Try to think in your mind right now of any athlete, male, female, in any sport on the planet, who you think would give up 3 years of their life, 3 years at the height of their competitive and money-making power for a socio-political principle. How many other athletes would do that? None. There was one. There was only one.
Now, I've researched a voluminous amount of material on Ali, and one of the things that always had me stuck was he would always say he's not going to join the military to help America go kill innocent brown and black people over in Vietnam. And I never understood what that meant until I've unearthed later that the original Vietnamese people are black. The original Asians, for that matter, are black people. And it just amazed me that Ali knew something that the average pork chop eating, liquor drinking, fake hair wearing, drug taking average American Negro didn't and still don't know to this day. Just amazing.
Muhammad's my hero. He has been since I was a child, and I'm really honored to be here.
He's got lightning in his left, thunder in his right. He'll Hurricane Joe Frazier in his next fight. Ali, oh, Muhammad Ali.
What about this? It's gonna be a killer, and a chiller, and a thriller. When I get the gorilla in Manila.
Right on.
I can remember being a little girl watching the Thriller in Manila and feeling like there was no black man greater in the world than Muhammad Ali. There was no man that I wish I could marry that was better than Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, I gotta tell the truth. If I would have just married Muhammad, I wouldn't have had any of these man problems that I've had.
Look how bad
You're
he
the
is.
black Superman. You ain't nothing.
I ain't nothing.
I know they in that dumb song Muhammad Ali.
What you call it, a dumb song?
Excuse me, I got my mouth.
You sure got a lot of nerve. Don't you never hit me back again.
I don't have a poem, but I have a little cute saying. People say, what's going to happen the next time you meet Ken Norton? And I say, musically speaking, if he don't C sharp, he'll B flat.
Fast. Oh, you fast. I never will forget that second fight with Liston. I never even saw the knockout punch.
Liston didn't see it either. And I'll tell you something else, Aretha. You won't believe it, but I'm faster today.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No.
I wouldn't lie to you. I'll prove it. Just hold your hand up.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit you. Come on, hold your hand up.
You wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
Sure, of course I hit a lady. I'm not a male chauvinist. Now, come on, hold your hand up. I'm not going to hit you hard.
But he is the fastest human being I have ever seen in the ring. Not the fastest heavyweight. I've never seen anybody as fast as him. For example, we measure Sugar. He's always talking about Sugar Ray Robinson. We put Robinson's punches through a synchronizer. Robinson throws his jab in 8.5 frames through a synchronizer. Clay throws his jab in 6.5 frames. Then we go to Robinson's combination punch. Clay is the fastest human I have ever seen. The tools of Muhammad Ali's trade is to throw punches. So when he gets up there and throws punches, bing, bing, he throws them. But he doesn't have bad intentions.
Perfect boxer, jab.
It'd be a combination of Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes for a great jab.
Defense.
Defense? Ali and Tyson Fury, great fighters on defense.
Chin.
Ali, Hagler, Canelo, all have great chins.
Footwork.
Muhammad Ali.
And last one, brain.
That's a tough one. I don't want to say one fighter's name a lot, but I would probably say Muhammad Ali.
Comparing a boxer to Muhammad Ali is like comparing Gary Coleman to the Incredible Hulk, and it's still not even quite that close. You know, to me, why Muhammad Ali is the greatest boxer ever is, now excluding the singular success that he had, but to me, my pronouncement why he is the greatest boxer ever is just based off of these facts right here, right? Like, he was a real world champion. You know, Ali fought in like 12 countries as a professional. You know, something that American fighters will not do due to fear. Ring Magazine has him as the Fighter of the Year 6 times. No other boxer comes close to matching that number. He's been in the Fight of the Year 6 times by Ring Magazine. No other boxer can say that they've been in 6 exciting fights of the year.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. That's Bodina. And he originated that saying, which made people angry. They said the big mouth needs a good whooping. And the night I fought Sonny Liston, I heard a few Southerners at ringside saying, Sonny, knock that nigger out. The nigger talks too much. And we laughed, didn't we? Because his seat cost $250.
When you look at fighters praying in the ring and stuff like that, all that comes from Muhammad Ali, right? He's one of the very, very, very few boxers to be Athlete of the Year by Sports Illustrated, and I'm open for corrections. He's the only boxer and very few athletes to have a star on the Walk of Fame. You know, now let's look about what he did for boxing, how he made it famous. You know, his defense, you know, clinching for defensive purposes. That was mastered, that was popularized by Muhammad Ali, the clinching. You know, the rope-a-dope.
I don't want no amateurs out there to try this because it's awful dangerous. You have to have fast reflexes. It takes 21 years experience to get away with this. But
pull back and counter punch. You know, all these things came from Ali, and his defense was his feet and his quickness. His quickness was his power. People don't understand that. Power is quickness, the speed of how you can get something done. I'm not dealing with strength. I'm talking power. Now, his strength came from chopping down trees. Ali did not lift weights. Muhammad Ali did not lift weights. His power, his strength rather, came from chopping down trees. You know, when you see boxers standing up during the rest period in between a fight, that comes from Muhammad Ali. They got that from Ali. You know, his greatness just is so magnificent, so prodigious, you know. And we must not forget that Ali had recorded albums that were Grammy nominated. He played and starred on Broadway. A lot of people don't remember that or know anything about it and things of that nature. You know, his greatness is just so magnificent. And he was also offered a professorship to teach philosophy and poetry at Oxford University.
Oxford University in England, dude.
Yeah, I was real flattered.
That's marvelous.
That's a big university, Oxford. They wanted me to be a professor of poetry and some kind of Socialist or something, I don't know.
And you said
You've been invited to be a professor of poetry, have you not?
Yes, I was invited. I thought it was a joke at first, but they're real serious. They wanted me to teach poetry at Oxford University, one of the highest seats of learning in the world.
in the right mood for some Muhammad Ali poetry. Have you got something for us today?
A little something that says, riding on my horse of hope, holding in my hand the rein of courage, dressed in the armor of patience, the helmet of endurance on my head, I started on my journey to the land of love.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
Neurological test at a New York hospital today. The 42-year-old former heavyweight boxing champion is suffering from a disorder of the nervous system that has slurred his speech.
You know, you'll never hear from these modern so-called boxing experts or analysts when they talking about Ali, and maybe it's due to their incipience, so we'll grant them some leeway on there. But when you think about this, nobody will ever tell you that Ali really had Parkinson in 1976. Could have been in 75, but we're gonna say 76. So think about the fights that he had and these fighters that couldn't beat him with Parkinson. In 1976, he fought Ken Norton for a third time. Real tough fight. He fought the heavy-handed knockout artist who people was ducking, Ernie Shavers. Just look at the resume. In 1976 up to 1980, all these fights that he's having, and he still had Parkinson.
Build the perfect fighter. Jab.
Muhammad Ali.
Defensive work.
Muhammad Ali.
Chin.
Muhammad Ali.
Footwork.
Of course, Muhammad Ali.
Boxing IQ.
Like this. Remember, like you do like a
Boxing IQ.
Also, Muhammad Ali.
Personality.
Definitely Muhammad.
Well, let's look at the greatness of Ali in this sense also. The promoters, the most famous promoters in the annals of boxing history came up under Muhammad Ali. He gave life to these promoters. Bob Arum, Don King, Butch Lewis, Murad Muhammad, they all came up under Muhammad Ali.
Did you know that Top Rank was started by Muslims? John Ali and Jabir Muhammad with Bob Arum started Top Rank. John Ali don't have no more. Jabir Muhammad don't have it anymore. But Bob Arum, the Jewish guy, got the whole thing.
Can you tell us about how Elijah Muhammad, is this true? Elijah Muhammad helped you close a deal with Muhammad Ali? Do I have that right?
Yeah, well, before I became Ali's promoter, I had to be interviewed by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in Chicago because the deal was engineered by Elijah's son, Herbert Muhammad, who was then the advisor to Muhammad Ali. So I flew out to Chicago and was interviewed by Elijah Muhammad. And apparently I passed the interview because I became Ali's promoter.
Well, were you nervous at all going into that, knowing that Elijah Muhammad, you know, is not too fond of our Caucasian brothers?
Well, you know, he made that plain in the course of the interview. We talked a lot about business, and then, you know, there was a lot of blue-eyed devil kind of talk. But, you know, I was smart enough not to pay any attention to it.
I know that there are a lot of young people who really admire you and old people alike. I'd like to know who
I hope you do.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
That's sure.
I'd like to know, who do you admire most and why?
Who I admire most? When you're so high up, it's hard to look up any higher.
No, That must be a nice position to be in.
Do not have
Well,
to
he's
worry.
the
I tell you
greatest.
what, no, I tell you, he's
Can't you
dead.
think
He
of
died-
anybody?
He died physically, but not spiritually. Who I admired the most, the man that gave me my name, Muhammad Ali, taught me everything I know about everything. That's the Honorable late Elijah Muhammad. That's the one.
Life is built around sport and play. But at the same time, black people have become idolatrous in that they idolize these great sports figures, these great entertainers, because this is what America has played up. And now that Muhammad Ali has become the heavyweight champion of the world, they desire to strip him of his title because they know that they have made our people look up to sports figures and look up to entertainers like God. And now they have made him a god, and he has accepted another god beside the white man, and they're afraid.
But in the beginning, Clay was good for the game. I mean, he brought a lot of new life into boxing. I remember people other than boxing fans were getting interested in this young loudmouth. And then he overdid it. He talked a little bit too much, a little bit too long, and he talked about the wrong things. And when he brought his religion into the picture, it sort of changed the whole entire setup of boxing. And for the last 2 years at least, two years, he's been sort of bad for boxing.
The reason why the Decepticons back then, and even still to this day, when they speak of on Ali, they like to speak brickbats on the Nation of Islam. And the reason why is because the Nation of Islam started controlling boxing, and it eliminated the mafia's control of boxing. They know this. The Nation of Islam stopped the mafia's hold on the heavyweight champion of the world when Muhammad Ali became the champion.
Bernie Glickman went to see Herbert Muhammad Ali's manager. I think he posed a threat. Herbert, if Ali wins the fight, you're going to end up in a cement box in Lake Michigan. All Herbert Muhammad had to do was his henchmen would come over and they beat the hell out of Bernie Glickman. He went to the hospital, beaten within an inch of his life. From the hospital, he went directly to the loony bin, to the mental institution, where he eventually lost his life. He never saw the light of day again. That's why I got the fight with Muhammad Ali.
Perfect 1-2. That's boxing. A left hook is not like that, but jab, then just a turn of the back on the back heel, up on the front, and a pivot, twist of the body. Left jab, hook. Whop, whop. Left, right hook. Whop, whop, whop. Uppercut from here, not from here, but from here.
So what you are saying, champ, in that effect is Johnson and Dempsey didn't do that.
Well, you saw the rules. It's whop, 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 whop. So here's the way they do. Like a bunch of women. No skill, no class, no nothing.
All right.
And you came about number 6. Do you think it was fair they computerized you?
6 what?
6 in line.
In line on the computer.
The computerization said you were
6 of one line of what?
All-time great heavyweights.
And do you think it was fair that they computerized you while you was acting?
I don't care. I didn't know that until you told me. I don't pay no attention to what they say about me. All I do is just do what I have to do and get paid, and that's it. But I don't really pay no attention to the rules of boxing. I don't pay no attention. I defy all the rules. I've added pages to the book of boxing. I have this game as such a thing now until boxing promoters can no longer afford my shows. I have governments like Iran ready to put up $10 million for me to fight Joe Frazier. I have governments like Cairo, Egypt, wanting to put up $6 million for people like Ron Lyle. I have countries all back throughout Zaire talking to Mobutu. He wants him back again. They'll put up $5 million for return with Foreman. When we talk about $10 million and $6 million and $4 million, this is unbelievable. And they don't expect to get the money back. They're promoting their countries and their ideals. So I've excelled so in this sport of boxing until Madison Square Garden is too small. Yankee Stadium is too small. The Houston Astrodome, the biggest promoters in the world is Americans, and Englishmen you can get for promotions cannot just promote me no more. You understand? So I've not only added pages to boxing, but added new sections.
The unpopular fight here with Jimmy Young, a mediocre contender, we outdrew the Kentucky Derby. The fight in Munich, Germany, was the biggest sport event in the history of all American television. This was a mediocre opponent. So I would say if you ran the Kentucky Derby, the World Series in the same day, the Indianapolis 500, the Super Bowl, the Rose Bowl, run them all together and let me go to Diddy, Georgia and fight Joe Blow and let the whole world, I mean every nation take a choice. Won't nobody see the other events, they'll all watch me. This is because...
So that's the reason they won't pull down that much money?
No, this is why the other people, this is why, not boasting, but I'm saying thanks to Allah, God, I always thank Allah. But this is why they can pay me what they pay me, because they have a big market to sell it to. Unless the guy's a Muslim, unless he wears a name like Muhammad Ali and have the talent to back it, he possibly could break my records. They've paid me up until this day about $36 million fighting.
Oh, my heavens.
That's up until today.
Yeah,
and before the year's over, they might do another $20 million in the things we have set up. So it might be possible that I could, taxes take way over 70% of it. But I'll be able to say when I retire that in my little whatever I did, we drew about my cut, $60 million.
Shout out to the man himself, Mr. Muhammad Ali, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, champ. Now, Ali was on the set with me. You know, he would come in every 2 weeks or so, you know, to make sure that I was doing things right. And he would come in and he would tell me just to make sure I knew, sucker, you ain't gonna never be as pretty as I am. He always made sure he let me know that. And I saw him about 2 months ago. And I walked up to him and, you know, I told him, you know, I said, champ, you know, you putting on a little something around the midsection there. You know, I tapped on that gut. I said, champ, come on, you got to do something with that. He said, go ahead somewhere, boy. That's a young girl's playground. Ali, nothing but love, baby. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
I said I only care for Jews and nothing else. I would be labeled as an exclusionary,
I only care for the
elitist
freedom. I only care for the freedom and the unity of my people. Everybody else has got it.
Not true.
No,
not true. Not everybody else. I don't buy that.
Well, I tell you what. I bet you the Viet Cong, who we black people, not me, I wasn't fool enough to go, who those who helped fight, I bet you the Viet Cong is more citizens and can come here and put on a little suit and get more freedom and move in neighborhoods and put up business where Negroes can't.
I believe that.
No, that's not
right.
I
believe that.
They're under a dictatorship just like the Russians. The Japanese can, the Germans can. Everybody that's not American can go and do what Negroes can do. So quit being hypocrites on this TV. The whole world know Negroes the lowest, the most down, the most disrespected, and the less protected than anybody.
Well, where can't you go, Muhammad? And
Oh, okay, I'm one big
do?
nigga. I'm a nigga, got $10 million. I'm a great fighter, so I can go. Well, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the brother who can't pay his rent.
Yeah.
The image, the black great image. Like I'm the real you all made a $6 million man. You all found somebody and just called him that. You all didn't know it was going to be a real one. He happened to be black. So I'm the real $6 million man.
In Norton's
So
dressing room.
now you all got to make a $7 million man. I'll do what I did.
In Norton's dressing room, they're saying he's
This is
the
a white
people's
supreme.
champion.
Huh?
In Norton's dressing room, they're saying he's the people's champion.
Oh, he's the people's champion?
That's what they're saying.
No, I can't blame him. They're supposed to.
You think you're still the people's champ, Ali?
Yeah. I know I am. I bet you I can. I bet you my car can't get out of tonight. I bet you I might have. I bet you I might have. I bet you I might have. You talk all the shit you want. I bet you I can't get out of tonight. I bet you I can't. Bet you I can't walk through Harlem tomorrow.
That's right.
I bet you I can't walk nowhere in the world.
That's right.
I bet you I'm the biggest thing that ever lived.
That's right.
All football players. I bet you I'm bigger than the Super Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the pennant. Every damn thing y'all can round ain't as big as me. I'm bigger than everything. All right, all right. That's right. Ain't no all right.
How would you rate the way you fought tonight?
First and none fight beautiful. I fought tonight. I fought tonight. I was running them nights. I did a lot of slugging tonight.
Champ, before the decision was announced, your camp was very quiet.
I'm just glad I won. I don't care what it is. I won. I didn't tell the judges to pick me.
Champ, before the decision was announced tonight,
them judges is white and they're not Muslim fans.
The Norton camp seemed.
We never had black judges and there was Muslims.
They thought
they were white men, Christians, Anglo-Saxon. They weren't Muslims. They said I won. They saw it. So
Well,
you can
the
talk.
reason they gave you the decision is that they want to keep you in boxing for as long as they can. What do you think of that?
Who said that?
Bob Byron.
Oh yeah. Well, he admits I'm good for boxing, don't he?
Yeah.
He admits he'll be dead if his boy wins.
Do you think, Muhammad, that Kent's going to want a rematch?
Don't fight Norton again.
And I know you're not going to.
Yeah, I'll fight him again.
You would? You would fight him again?
You'd fight him again?
Yeah, give me $6 more million.
There goes the retirement.
Give me I ain't gonna tell you I'm scared. Get $6 million. I know you can't do it. Ain't nobody. You can't get $6 more million me fighting Norton. Ain't never gonna pay it.
But you get more for fighting for him.
I get $10 million for him. You act like a.
How much longer do you think your mouth is going to be able to?
You act like a Tom nigga. I whoop a nigga like you myself. You worse than all these white people.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
All of my troubles come more nigga.
Right?
Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your mouth
Makes me so mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of the stable tonight. You gotta be cool because you've been watched.
You're on the air, Champ.
I don't care.
Champ, how were you affected by the crowd?